Yeah, it happened, guys. Bitcoin had one of the fastest flash crashes we've seen since the March 2020 pandemic crash. A lot of people, including myself, were expecting a pump similar to what we got out of each one of these breakouts here. This was a 57% pump. Down here, it was a 60% pump. And normally, I notice Bitcoin goes in threes. So I was thinking we have a breakout number one, breakout number two, and we were going to have a breakout number three. We get a rise, retrace, rise into a peak formation, and then it goes back down again. So that's really what I was looking for here. That's pretty much what played out in this whole pattern on this side of things. But I think whale games and manipulation played a big part in this because all the big trading volume had slowed down because the banks were closed for the weekends. I think really a lot of manipulation was able to take place there right at the peak of this descending wedge pattern that has a 70% upside break potential. But that's exactly what happens, right? When everyone thinks it's going to go up, it pretty much does the opposite. So looking at the fear and greed index, we're down at 25 in extreme fear right now. And these are usually times when we start to see a reversal and a bottom. Just like our market maker pattern here, where we had our peak formation, a big M pattern, and then a breakdown, we formed another peak formation down here. So if I just open up another chart, I can kind of describe that to you here. So we broke into a big W pattern here, and we broke out. Then we had our first level one retrace, which was right here. And then we broke up into a level two. But as we broke down here, you can see the wick pretty much lines up exactly with our level one retrace. So we did not take out our peak formation here, which gives us another potential for me to just believe that we're going to be creating another W pattern right here and essentially break out. Now, I really do believe this is going to happen because whenever we leave a big imbalance in the chart, like this big wick hanging out here, I mean, the market makers always come and recover the candles. Just like over here where we had this wick right here, we recovered it over here. We recover all the wicks pretty much that ever happen in the charts. And that's why I believe we're going to be coming back down to form the second leg of our W before we break out again. I mean, if we break below 40K, I'm going to start ringing all the alarm bells and saying, all right, I'm really going to start thinking about selling everything before we go back down to retest, 28K, 29K, and potentially go lower. But I don't think the whole bull market is over yet. And we've actually really had a nice bounce after we hit that 42K level right on up to where we're at now, 49K. And if you think about the volatility of cryptocurrency in general, I mean, you can see from our all-time high down to where we're at now, that was a 38% drop. Well, I mean, it's pretty typical. That's what happens a lot. This is the 2017 bull market run. We've had multiple 38%, 40% drops on our way up to this parabolic run. So I think this big shakeout is a really great way to cleanse this over-leveraged market. And Benjamin Cohen even tweeted, no memes in the top 10. Sometimes the market has to be cleansed. So we had all this meme coin hype and metaverse hype. All these other things happened. And things were just starting to get a little overvalued. And since the inception of Bitcoin, you can see this little crash is really just this little pixel right here, is again Benjamin Cohen's tweeting right here. It really is not even a blip on the radar for what's happening. MicroStrategy, Tesla, all these other publicly traded companies, which you're able to look up right here, are still accumulating Bitcoins right now. I mean, MicroStrategy holds 121,000 Bitcoins valued at almost $6 billion, which is insane. This is what we need before we move right on up to the upside. Just like here, when we broke down this summer to our low at $29,000. Each one of these candles was a whole day, and it just got lower and lower and lower, and that level of capitulation allowed for a massive explosion and reversal in the market. I still believe we're going to come down and recover this wick, but hopefully we're forming a W pattern and we're going to break on out. And it's still the beginning of December. It's only December 4th today. So there's a whole rest of the month left. And just as fast as things can go down, they can go up. I did buy a lot of the dip right there. I bought some Matic. I bought some Phantom. I mean, some of these coins you could get for a really good price. You come check out Ethereum. Ethereum barely even had a pullback. I mean, it dumped down insanely, but then it shot right back up to where we were just 4 days ago, pretty much. even some of these meme coins like Dogelon Mars, which I've shared about a lot on the channel. If you look at the daily chart here, we didn't even break down to these super low levels after we had a parabolic rise here. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out in the cryptocurrency market in general. But this is really what I wanted to share with you guys, and just let you know there's a lot of time left. We have time on our side. Do not get overly scared and start selling everything. I'm really not going to be freaking out until I see a break below 40,000. Then I'm really going to start questioning like what's happening right now. But yeah, I hope you guys rest easy, just breathe, and allocate funds where they need to go, and never play with more money than you're willing to lose. So across my whole crypto portfolios, I think I lost around $70,000. But if I just hold on to these coins over time, I mean, it's going to recoup that and a lot more going into the future. So thanks again. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.